Hey, and welcome back to Bourbon Blind, where the guys drink what I can find. I mean, it's hard out there. Bottles are getting harder and harder to find, especially the ones on the list. So, tonight's bottle, I'm going to do a side-by-side. We did this on the show 2 weeks ago. If you missed our live, it was really, really cool. This bottle's amazing. This one is okay. We're going to do a side-by-side and see if bonded versus 97 proof really makes that big of a difference. As you know, Jack Daniel's does use all of the same mash bill, and the only difference in these two bottles is one's a single barrel, one is a blend all in the same season, and one's 100 proof and one's 97 proof. So, should technically be the same, but I have a feeling that they're going to be very different. So we will put Jack Daniel's in the Sazerac house and the Got Pappy, and in the little ribbon red bag on my right. Doop. Uh-oh. Itty bitty living space. Correction. Putting the single barrel in the bigger red ribbon bag because it fits. And the second bottle we will put in the Bourbon Blind glasses. So I'm gonna go get the guys, and we will see which Jack Daniel's is gonna win.
You ready? Ready. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bourbon Blind. I'm Kyle.
I'm Nick.
We drink whiskey. We give it a price tag.
We got a heads up thing.
We do. We got a side by side.
So we're going.
Not like a razor side by side.
No, those are expensive.
They are. I really
so
want
much
one,
money.
But
They're like
so much money.
$30,000
I know.
for a decent.
It's like a new
one.
car.
Yeah.
So these, we're gonna start with this bottle here.
Glasses on our left, go to the bottle on our left. Glasses on our right, go to the bottle on our right.
Right,
Right, left,
Right.
wrong.
So, if you weren't here last week, update on our barrels. The Buffalo Trace barrel is in movement. It is waiting on bottling now. There was a mix-up. Got it fixed. We got a new riff rye barrel, which is we're one of the very first and very limited people to get one of those barrels. And we got a new riff bourbon barrel. We're going to do it at the same time. Right? And a few weeks after that, we're going to pick our first Blanton's barrel. So if you want to get in on those, head over to Patreon.
Definitely.
They get first dibs. And right now, within reason, there's like virtually no limit to how many bottles you can get. Mm-hmm. So there's that. But onto this movie. And Patreon members, thank you so much. We really love you guys.
You guys are great.
You guys are great. All right. Light.
Mm-hmm.
Airy. Airy?
Hint of astringency. Not heavy, but just kind of back there in the ether.
Citrus?
Maybe that's what I'm picking up.
The
And my
citrus?
brain was just like, that's astringent.
Right. Light brown sugar. Vanilla.
Our noses are working differently tonight.
Maybe like a very, very light fruit.
Mine is just taking a minute to get into the game, evidently.
Heading the balls and the balls in the game, sir.
Reset real quick. Yeah, it's light. It's fluffy.
Fluffy.
It's
Airy.
fluffy.
Cloudy.
Airy.
Not cloudy, just clouds.
Like an angel food cake.
Right.
But alcohol.
Everyone loves angel food.
Angel food is delicious.
Some strawberries and whipped cream on top.
Oh, it's the only way to have it.
Done.
Only way to have it. If you have any other way to have it, you're wrong.
I wonder if you added
Try
like
again.
to just not with the strawberries, although maybe, but just like some chocolate chips on top. What that would do.
It would be delicious.
There you go. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Didn't know you came here for baking tips, did you?
Speaking of which, real quick, I did try the peanut butter and chocolate chips together. Fantastic.
Man. I need to get on that. We have both
You
in the
do.
house.
You do. All right. Very light nose. Let's get in here. Not bad.
Light nose, deep ring.
Legs are running fairly quick.
That says rye to me.
It doesn't not.
like strong, like rye I don't like. We found a couple of ryes I do like.
Have.
Still a large number of ryes I don't. This is definitely going down that path of ryes that Nick doesn't like.
I'm going to get back in here. Baking spices.
Rye spice strong.
Rye spice. Some mint. Some...
I don't like it.
I like it, but I could definitely see why you don't.
Yeah.
Because that definitely feels rye-y to me. Should we move on to number 2?
Yep.
Put that there.
I'm gonna rinse.
Take a little water break. All right, numero doso. Much sweeter. I'm not getting any of that rye spice on here.
No movement on the legs.
Thick. Thick. Mine are running some, but thick. Caramel, light brown sugar, vanilla.
Oh, interesting.
Also very light.
Yeah, another very light.
Like I'm like 80, 90 proof maybe.
Yeah.
Like
light enough to where I'm having a hard time
picking
even
stuff
getting
out.
near a point with proof off the nose.
Right.
That one proof is whatever. I don't care. It's gross.
So to me, this tastes with a little bit of a left turn like a basic bitch bourbon.
I'm getting tingles on the front of my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's left over from this, but something is whispering rye in the back of my head.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. Again, like I said, could be something left over from this.
It's in your brain.
It's in my brain. I can't get it out.
It almost tastes like a basic bitch Jim Beam or Evan Williams or something like that.
It's got kind of like a funky finish.
It's got a little bit more there on the finish.
Right.
It does.
Something funky. Not like bad funky, but just like
No.
funky.
Yeah, just something different. I don't know how to put words to it.
So I'm going to give that one a pass.
Okay. That's 2 in a row.
I give this one $35-40. It's not bad. It would likely be a mixer for me.
So I'm going to say I'm in this.
Suspense is killing.
I almost
all
said
of us.
40 for that and 30 to 40 for this.
Uh-huh.
But then I was like, no, I like this one better, so how can I give it a lower price tag? But then I was like, do I like it better? They are
Very different.
polar opposites, yes.
Yeah. This one's absolutely terrible. That one's not bad.
Yep, there's that. I don't think that's terrible, for the record. But, I'm going to say 30 to 40 bucks on both.
Okay.
For very different reasons. Because
Fair enough.
whatever's in here is very different from each other.
Right.
It's going to be the same bottle.
I have a hard time picking proof on either one.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say 90-ish, 90 to 100 maybe.
Yeah. So, all right. I'll get this one.
I'll get this one. Should we seize?
3, 2, 1.
Boom! Sauce. Wow!
That was Jack Daniel's Bonded versus...
Jack Daniel's Single Barrel.
Huh.
Which is
The same whiskey.
not a rye at all.
Nope, not even a little bit. Could not be farther from a rye.
Yeah, because they only use 8% rye.
Yeah.
Which is pretty low on the, it's, what is it like? It's 8 rye, 8 barley. So 16, so 84% corn.
Right.
8 rye, 8% malted barley.
And then Jack
That
Daniel's Bonded.
should be the same. As
Same.
far as I know, that is the same mash bill as this.
Yeah. And so
So this being a single barrel,
that's 100 proof.
that is
Is that 100? What's the proof on that one?
94? Yes, 94.
So very similar proof points.
Yep.
Very different alcohol experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So, what we've learned tonight is
So now
that-
knowing what this is, I'm not getting that rye and I'm getting more banana.
And that's why we do it without knowing what it is.
My brain's like, that tastes like Jack Daniels now. That's not a rye.
Like, you say that, and now, like, in my mouth, I'm tasting banana.
You're welcome.
Even though I never get banana off of Jack Daniels. I've never have.
I do when I know what it is.
Yeah.
But if I'm drinking it blind, I never say bananas.
If you're drinking it blind, you think it's a rye.
That's bananas.
Well, on that note.
Now it just tastes like good Jack.
Don't know.
So, 94 proof, 100 proof. These are says a 700 milliliter bottle, and I believe that's right around $32, $35. Don't quote me on that. And I believe these are about $45.
$45.50, somewhere in there,
Yeah. However, they are single barrel, so they all will be different. So your experience, your mileage may very well vary. Very, 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 very.
Very, very merry.
Mary, Mary, quite contrary. So, yes, while we're on the subject of Jack Daniels, I'd like to give a huge shout out to them and a thank you for donating the barrel staves for the back of the bar.
And the front of this one?
And the front of this one, yeah. And
yeah,
there's some extras out
they
there.
gave like 2 pallets worth. It was pretty crazy.
Pretty awesome, yeah. Which, I mean, on their scale is...
Nothing.
So, side story. There's a guy around Middle Tennessee that he gets barrels from all kinds of places, right? Distilleries and breweries that have already used them and all kinds of stuff. And he sells them. And he'll load up his trailer. He'll bring them to you. And for $100 a pop, you get to pick out whatever barrel you want. And he brings them to you. Like, great guy. Awesome experience, right? He tried to go to Jack Daniels to buy barrels, and they very politely laughed at him because they're like, well, like, you know, like how many barrels are you looking at buying? He's like, well, I think on a yearly basis I could commit to about 700 barrels. And they're like, yeah, we do more than that in a day. So
they're like, you're not doing enough to get enough of this trash off of our property.
Right. Not even worth their time. And like I said, they were totally nice about it. Like, he wasn't upset about it. He was just like, oh, we're on very different scales.
Right. And if you've seen the quantity of new rick houses that Jack Daniels has put up, you would understand that they're very different scales.
Yeah. Tabasco ages all of their Tabasco in Jack Daniels barrels. Mm-hmm. And the amount of European Scotch and Irish whiskey that use Jack Daniels barrels is astounding. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, Jack puts out a huge number of barrels.
Huge. Daily,
yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I would definitely pick one of these up. Like I said, your mileage may very well vary. And the Bonded's good. It's good. It's one of the newest ones on the market. I just got that not even a week ago. It hit our store shelf Friday. Today's Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, like 5 days ago.
Yeah.
So, be sure to check them out. Delicious. Jack Daniels, again, thank you. Patreon members, thank you guys. Amazing. Every single one of you. Bourbon Blind Nation on Facebook. T-shirts at Teespring. There's a thing down below. You can just scan through some of our designs real quick.
Bourbonblind.com for glassware.
Yep. And until Friday Noon Central next week, cheers. Drink blind.
Drink always.
Drink Jack.